Hey there, cool cats and kittens. We are about to do a review. And yes, if I look a bit tipsy, that's because I am. I've had a very long day. So I think I've finished the whole bottle of wine. Like that's how terrible the day has been. But we have to do this review today. Why? Because I have a pearl inside my vagina and we need to do a review. Also, another disclaimer, if I say something that maybe just doesn't make sense, just leave it in the comments and I will clarify when I am more in my facilities. Okay, so here goes the video. If you follow the Grace Cup on Instagram, you will know that I am using these products. These are from My Happy Vagina. This is a Kenyan company where they deal with different products for the vagina. I've always believed that the vagina is self-cleaning, so we really don't need any of this stuff inside. But then I know Vicky's the one, the owner of My Happy Vagina, and I was like, you know what? If I'd never tried the cup, if I just saw a menstrual cup and I was like, no, I'm used to tampons or I'm used to pads, then the Grace Cup would never come to life. So I was like, let me just call her up and try these products and see. I'm like, the worst that could happen is death. That's all. That's always what I always say. If no one has died from it, then I'm good. So these two products that I have, these are the pearls. They call it the detoxing pearls. So you insert them in your vagina, but I'll let you know more about them. And then they have the wash. You already know I love washes. I've used so many different brands of washes. So when she had this one, I was like, okay, cool. I want to try it. So this yoni is called a yoni wash. First impressions is it does not smell great. It does not smell great at all as compared to the other ones that usually like have a nice scent and everything. This one does not have a nice smell. But, however, I must say that I feel clean after using it. So how it works, it's not like the normal gel that I'm used to. It's more of a foam. So like it looks, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, not great. It smells like green tea. That's the best that I can explain. Smells like green tea, but what I like about it is I don't have to use so much. Like you realized, like you noticed, oh, I hope this doesn't, let me put it down here. Yeah, so basically it doesn't smell that great. Yeah, it doesn't. But I feel like I feel very clean after using it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel very clean after using it. And also I don't have to use so much of it, which is also another plus. So that is really, really what I like about it. So I feel like, oh, and then when you use it, you have this tingling kind of feeling, not anything uncomfortable or bad, but you just feel like it's doing its job, you know? So that I really like about this. The other thing that I don't like about it is the packaging is great, don't get me wrong, it's great. But I feel like maybe I'm just a lazy person. But when I'm in the shower, I don't want to have, because I'm using it every day or every time that I shower, so I don't want to have to take this off and then press it. So what I did was I kept this as is because I don't think there's any way of it getting contaminated. So I just let it be the way it is, like this. And then the cover, I put it somewhere else different from the bathroom so that like in case I have to travel or sleep over at the boyfriend's or whatever, I can always do that. I can always cover it and then this is safe for travel. But when it's in the bathroom, this will just do. I don't need this extra cap on it. Okay, so now to the video that you've all been waiting for about the pearls. So this is one pearl. This is how it looks like. I'll show you how it actually looks like inside tomorrow because I have one. There are three. There are usually three of them. I already have one inside, which I'm going to take out later on. And before I do the second insertion after 24 hours, I'm going to open this one so that you can actually see how it looks like. So I was supposed to do this review over the weekend because I got this package over the weekend. But then the thing is, I couldn't do it because my boyfriend was around and you can't have the pearl and do grown-up stuff at the same time. So I had to wait. I had to wait for Monday for me to insert it. So it's been 24 hours with this. So I'm about to go to the bathroom so that I go take it out. But before I do that, let's just read what the directions say. The first one is thoroughly wash your hands, obviously, and open the pouch containing one pearl, which is one of these. I love this packaging, by the way. It does look a bit like a condom, but I like it. It looks very hygienic to me. Number 2 is pull out the string of the pearl. That's the other thing. So when you open it up, there's a string, but then it doesn't say how long should you pull the string. Like, should you pull it all the way out? Should you do it halfway? Should you, So I just kept pulling and pulling. Then at some point, I'm like, maybe let me just stop it at this point, which is a good thing because that's what was supposed to be done. So pull out the string. And then number 3 is insert the first pearl, obviously, inside your vajayjay. And then number 4 is remove 24 hours later, which is now. Actually, it's been slightly more than 24 hours, I must say, because I inserted it at 7 and it's now 8:30. I inserted it 7 last night. So it's about time for me to go get it out. Then wait 24 hours before inserting the second pearl. Yes. Okay. Then after removing the second pearl, wait an additional 2 to 3 days for everything to be expelled. First impressions after I inserted it, I think it was about after 30 minutes or something, I started feeling like a tingling sensation, but not like a happy, like yay tingling. It was more uncomfortable, almost like if you've had a UTI before, the onset of a UTI, when it's not too bad, that's how it felt. So it felt really uncomfortable, like almost like a burning feeling. Then half of my mind was saying, oh, it's actually working. Like, that's how it works. Like, because this is all like organic and everything. And I was like, it's actually working. The other half of my mind is like, hell no, take this damn thing out of your vagina. Take it out. You're going to die. You're going to die. So I gave it like 5 more minutes and the feeling just passed. Like, from then on until now, I have not felt anything. I checked my underwear. There's a bit of a discharge. Very little, really. Nothing to write home about. There's very little discharge. So that's all I can report on that front. And yeah, that's what. Oh, the smell. It just smells like just something organic. Like, it's not a bad smell. I wouldn't say it's a bad smell. And also, it's such a tiny pearl, you don't feel it. It's the same as a cup. The same way that I tell you don't feel a cup is the same way that you don't feel the pearls. There's nothing. You don't feel it inside you. I've had it for 24 hours. I did not feel anything. So the same feeling that you get while using a menstrual cup or the Grace cup is the same feeling that you get while using the pearls. Anyway, let's go to the bathroom so that I take it out. Hey, so we are finally back in the bathroom. Today we're not taking out a cup. Today we're taking out a pearl. The other thing as well is the thread. You're going to see it now. It seemed very, it came out. Okay, I'm going to smell it. Yeah, doesn't smell like anything. But here is the pearl. This is how it looks like. Like, it's something very small. I guess if you've done like, what are these things called? You know, the anal beads, they put them in the anus, right? Do they? Or is it the vagina? But basically, those anal beads, it looks like the very, it just fell. But it looks like the very small one. So this is it. I'm not even showing you guys. So this is the bead and this is the string. The string is apparently very strong because I was very worried that when I pull it out, it's going to fall off or it's going to like cut itself off, but it didn't. So there, this is how it looks like. It has a bit of my, I wanted to say cum, but cum is not the right word. But it has a bit of my vaginal discharge. Yes, that's the word to use. It has a bit of my vaginal discharge, but other than that, that's it. There's no smell. It just smells like, it has this menthol kind of smell, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's it. So the instructions say that I have to wait for another 24 hours for me to put in another one. So let's wait for the 24 hours and see. But so far, So far so good, really. I can't really judge at this point, so let's just wait. Hey, so it is 2 minutes to midnight. I need to put on my second pearl, but before I do it, I wanted you to see how it actually looks like inside, as I promised. So, so of course with clean hands, you've already washed your hands. So this is how it looks like. Then this is the string that I was talking about. Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to say about it. It's not easy to see where the string starts from. You know, like with a tampon, you just like grab here and then it comes out. Yeah, this one is already tied in like this. So you have to keep looking for where the thread starts from. So that was, oh, got it. It's not too difficult, but it's also not very straightforward. And then this was the other thing, like you keep rolling it, like opening it, but then how long should you do it for? Like yesterday, I think I did it too long. It was a bit too long for me, so I had to get some scissors and cut it. But then the question was, how much should I open it for? Like it doesn't really say. The good thing about it though, when it's like this, it doesn't open itself up. So as much as it looks like this, it looks loose, but it's actually not loose. Like it did not come out. Even when you're pulling it out, it does not cut and it does not come off. So that was very good. Still smells the same. It has that menthol. Oh, I remembered yesterday I was reading the ingredients and it does have menthol. So that's why it really smells like menthol. Anyway, for today, so I took off the pearl. I took off the pearl yesterday. So I needed a 24-hour break. It's been more than 24 hours, I must confess. But then today the weirdest thing happened. Like I started having like a burning feeling. It felt like a UTI. If you've had a UTI before, you know when it's coming. So I looked at my vagina and it was usually by normal color is like just light pink. But then when it looks like pinkish, reddish, I know then I'm coming down with something. Usually if it's pinkish reddish, then it's a UTI. If it's just discharge, then it's a yeast infection. So it looked like that. It had that pinkish reddish. Then I had some discharge, some creamish discharge, but it wasn't like the cottage cheese kind of discharge that you get from a yeast infection. It was like some of it looked like skin, but like white skin. Like think of the cottage cheese, but it looks like skin. I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't that much. It was a little. So I'm not sure if I have a yeast infection or it's the pearls that are working, but they said you should start seeing like discharge and results after like 2 or 3 days after taking the second one. So right now, let me go to the bathroom and take the second one, and I will see you when I take it out. Hey, hello again. So today is Monday. This is, I think, 4 days after I inserted the second pearl, and unfortunately I will have to discontinue with this detox. The reason for this is because the last time when I had a chat with you, I actually wanted to show you the second day. So the first day when I started the pearl, I took it out and then I waited for 24 hours. Then there was a lot of discharge coming out. So I even called, and it wasn't regular discharge. I'm not sure because I did this a while ago, so I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not. But how to describe that discharge? It wasn't your regular like yeast infection discharge. It looked like if you had wet toilet paper. Actually, let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is what I mean. This is like a sample of what was coming out as discharge from my vagina. So it looked like wet toilet paper. Like literally, this is exactly it. Remember, I think I mentioned it looked like skin. So this is how it looked like. It looked like toilet paper, like wet toilet paper. So I called Vicky and I was like, yeah, like what's happening? And then she said that is dead tissue that is coming out. So I shouldn't worry about it. I continue using the pearls. The part that I didn't quite understand, which also made me call her, was they gave me instructions for using the first pearl pearl, the second one, but not the third one. So I had to call her and be like, when do I use the third one? Because it only talks about the first one and the second one. So she said, actually, with the second pearl, I can use it for 48 hours instead of 24. And then I wait for, I think, 2 days, and then I use the third one. But to be honest, for me, after 24 hours, I was really feeling uncomfortable. Like it was, I was getting irritated. I was getting itchy. It was very itchy. The discharge stopped actually. So the tissue thing only came out for 1 day, which she said that's what was expected. And then after that, and mark you, I've not really watched any other yoni pearl detox videos. So I was only going with what I was being told by the guys at the yoni place. So basically, after I think it was Thursday, if I'm not wrong, I took out the last one and I was like, you know what, let me just give my vagina a break, because especially at night I could feel like it's on fire. So I wasn't sure if this is the detox working or if this is just something else. So basically yesterday, or rather last night, Sunday, coming into Monday, I really could not sleep. Like it was like a UTI. If you've had a UTI before and you felt the burn, that is how it felt. And I kept thinking, well, the detox should be over by now. So why am I still being affected? So what I did today is I had to visit AAR. I was at the AAR at the well in Karen. They did a swab test, they did a urine test, just to see what was happening. Also, I must mention that I did not tell the doctor about the insertions, because I was like, she's gonna smack my head. You know, gynecologists, you know, doctors, they're always against all these natural remedies. So I did not mention that, but they did the test and they found that I have a bacterial infection in my urine and I also have a yeast infection. So they gave me so many drugs. Yeah, again, the Candid V. I think me and Candid V, the V6, we just, I need to be getting discounts because I've used this a lot this year. So she gave me this as well. This usually works very well for me. I think I also mentioned it in the other videos, and the cream and some other antibiotics, more antibiotics to take. And it is at this point that I must make it very clear that I cannot say that it's the detox, that is the yoni that caused this. I cannot say that. Why can't I say that? Because a week before I started the detox, I was already on other antibiotics. And sometimes not all the time, but sometimes when I take antibiotics, I do get yeast infections. So probably it's the meds that I took the week before the detox, or it's the pearls themselves. Because if you watched a previous video that I made, I think a year ago, I'd already talked about these natural remedies, like using garlic. That there's a time I had an infection and I Googled like natural remedies, and they said get like vinegar in a tampon and insert it, then put in some garlic and whatever, and it like everything was just a mess. So from that day on, I just decided, you know what, when it comes to infections, I'd rather not go the natural way. And since then, I've not done any natural remedies. I've always if there's an infection, I always go to my gynecologist. I get the correct medication. But then this time I saw such brilliant reviews that I was like, you know what, I'm adventurous. I'll go and try it. So this is in no way saying that the yoni does not work. For me, I figured it didn't work because of the two reasons that I just mentioned. A is because probably, I'm not sure, but I'd taken antibiotics the previous week, so probably the yeast infection was caused because of the antibiotics. And also, I don't react well to natural remedies when it comes to vaginal infections. So this is a personal thing. Also, the other thing that I must mention is that I did not pay for the pearls that I was given, and also the wash that I was given. I did not pay for that. I only paid for delivery to my house. So I didn't pay for that. This is also not sponsored. This is just a very honest review. Just Vicky wanted me to use it and give them an honest review, and this is my honest review. Like, guys who if you know me or if you've been following my work, you know I always give it 100%. Like my experience is my experience, and I don't sugarcoat it. So no, I did not pay for the products. I only paid for the delivery. Vicky wanted an honest review of their products, and this is my honest review. So would I use the wash again? Definitely, 100%. I am a client when it comes to that wash. I absolutely love it. It's just that for now, because I'm very irritated and I'm very not quite good down there right now, I'd rather, because it's also a natural wash. So I'll take a break for like a week, and then when I finish my meds, then I'll go back to that. Would I do a yoni detox again? Never say never. Is what I'm saying. Never say never. Never say never. And for everyone, because I know I'd already hyped this thing up and guys are waiting for my reviews, I would say go for it. You know, we're all different. The fact that I reacted badly to it does not mean that you will react the same. I know so many people who have very positive reviews, but this is just my own. So don't judge, don't make your judgment based on me. Make your judgment based on you using it and actually seeing how everything works. Yeah, that's my review. So right now I've been given really strong meds, guys. They told me to take the antibiotics after meals, and I did not, because I was really burning. So I just took in the antibiotics, and now I feel very I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So let me just go in and have some food have some food before I throw up. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm going to leave the contacts for my Happy Vagina. They're really amazing people. I'm going to leave their Instagram, their everything. They're really amazing people, and I really think if you've never tried it, try it for yourself and then see how it goes. This is just a personal review from Ebby. And goodbye.